everyone, it's me again. I just wanted to say thank you to anybody that watched the eggplant video and stuck with it yesterday. I know that that's a little bit more involved and a little bit more in depth than your everyday meal. I am going to switch gears though and get back to some basics and show you how I'm going to do mild Italian sausage with peppers and onions. This is a family favorite around here. My kids love this on a sandwich and with a little extra barbecue sauce there. But and it, you can add it to a sandwich. You can eat it without just the sausage, peppers, and onions. You can throw it over rice. Anything like that would absolutely be wonderful for the sausage, peppers, and onions. What I am going to mention though is that I do use the air fryer for the sausage today. Typically I would throw them on the grill or have Mike throw them on the grill, but it's cold and I don't want to go outside today. So I'm just going to use the air fryer. Again, it's a pretty easy kitchen appliance. I'm really glad that we invested in one. And yeah, so I'm just going to get to it and show you how I do mild Italian sausage, peppers, and onions. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about with this meal is color. You can add color to any meal with some awesome veggies. Today we're going to use the red bell, yellow bell, and red onion mix. You can throw green bell peppers in there or poblano peppers if you want a little extra spice. But again, this is a family meal, so the kids aren't really into the spicy foods. So I'm going to keep it basic and go with just the bell peppers. But not only does the color help with the photos and the finished product, but it also is an enticement for my kids at least to at least try the vegetables. If they see bland, if they see olive green colored food, they're like, Mom, what's this? But when they see these colors, I tell you, I mean, like they'll at least try them. And usually, cross your fingers, if you've got the right flavors and the right mixes in there, they'll eat it up. So add color wherever you can to your meals, especially with those good veggies that you got going on. So I'm going to show you real quick how I cut up my peppers for my meal tonight, the peppers, sausage, peppers, and onions. My kids like this in sandwiches or in like club rolls. So one of the things that I like to do is to make sure that they are sandwich worthy peppers. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the meat of the pepper here, and you'll see this little rib in here. Just kind of slice that out of there. And you'll notice in the remainder, you've got the rest of the seeds, and you're going to do the same thing all the way around the pepper, and you're going to get, de-seeded and de-ribbed pepper slices. So once I have some flesh from the actual pepper itself, I'm just going to take some slices. And you'll see they're about this thick. Again, I'm not really great with measurements. And I'm just going to do that all the way around the pepper for both the red pepper and the yellow pepper that I have. So now as far as the onion goes, I actually already have an onion partially cut up from probably a previous meal. But, you can do the same thing. Slices, slivers, diced. Again, I prefer the peppers to be in slices, but the onion can be whatever you want it to be. So I'm just going to take a little bit over here, and I'm probably going to use maybe half of this large red onion, peeling off some of the skin from the onion itself. So again, all I'm going to do is just make some slivers out of here. And you'll see kind of, the dimension that you're looking for, or at least what I like. The one thing with the onion too is that you don't want to have too thin of slices because they tend to burn, or I'll say cook faster and can burn. So just keep your eye on that when you are cooking them up. So once I have my peppers and onions sliced up however I wanted them to be cut up, I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and then a little bit more of pepper. All right, guys, so after I cut up the peppers and the onions, the next thing that I'm gonna do is get the sausage ready to go in the air fryer. The air fryer's on right now. It's set at 400, and I'm gonna cook them for about 12 minutes in there. I will check them at 12 minutes, but I also know that what I do is they might not fully cook in the air fryer. I then slice them down and then add them to the skillet to get that extra heat. But before I do that, you want to just put little slits into each one of these because you don't want exploding sausages in your air fryer. So once I do that, I'm then going to add them to the air fryer. Make sure you spray your air fryer too before you throw these in there, and then I'm going to check on them in about 12 minutes. So while I have the sausage in the air fryer over here finishing up, just browning that and heating that up a little bit, I'm going to add to the cast iron the peppers and onions that we cut up earlier. All I did was add a little bit of olive oil to the pan, put it on medium heat for right now, let that heat up. Sounds like the air fryer's done, so I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, so I'm just going to add this right into the cast iron. You want the cast iron to be hot enough when you add these in that it starts to sizzle. That way you can start cooking it right away rather than letting it slowly warm up to cook. So I'm just going to let that go for a little bit and warm them up and heat, or saute them a little bit in the olive oil. And then I'm going to add the sliced sausage to that mix. So sausage links from the air fryer. They look pretty good to me, so that was about 12 minutes at 400. So while I have the peppers over here, just heating up a little bit, getting a little hot, I did cut up my sausage. You can keep them whole if you wanted them on a sausage sandwich or, anything like that. It's just easier for my kids to eat, pieces rather than the big long link of sausage. So I chopped them up, and they're in like little circular size pieces, and then I'm just going to add them to the cast iron over here. And then the other thing that I like to add is a little bit of barbecue sauce, so I'll show you that next. So I mentioned a little bit of barbecue sauce. I like the Sweet Baby Ray's for almost any kind of barbecue flavor that I'm going to use. I do have different I know Sweet Baby Ray's does have different kinds. The one that I like is just the plain regular barbecue, old-fashioned, award-winning, whatever it's called, barbecue sauce. So I just drizzle a little bit of that in the cast iron skillet over here and give it a little stir, and then it's done. So here is your sausage, peppers, and onions, just kind of with a little bit of the barbecue sauce on it. I'm going to try to hold the phone steady here. But yeah, just get all of that good little barbecue onto the peppers, the onions, and the sausage itself. And then you can, add this to some rolls, some nice Italian rolls, or you can put it over rice, or you can have it plain just as is, which is what we're going to do tonight. And you're done. Isn't that simple and easy, guys? Hope you guys like this one. All right, I know I said I was done, but as long as, you want the flavors to kind of blend a little bit together. So as long as the sausage is cooked all the way through, you're done. That's another reason why I do cut into the sausage, is to make sure that everything's cooked all the way through. And if for any reason it's not, then obviously I would add it to the skillet here and let it heat to the point where all of the meats are cooked. But I mean, look at how pretty that looks. So now I think I'm officially done.
I hope you all enjoyed this easy, everyday sausage, pepper, and onion meal. I know we did. Thanks for watching.